This program is brought to you by FASTSIGNS Durango. More than fast, more than signs. FASTSIGNS.
For the first time in 30 years, La Plata County is revising its current land use code to provide more predictability in the land uses that will be allowed throughout the county. The revisions will include zoning maps that identify where and what types of development can occur. Although the revisions are designed to simplify the approval process for land use changes in development, they're also raising concerns among rural landowners who see the regulations as an infringement on their property rights. News producer Deborah Uroda reports.
Hundreds of La Plata County residents crowded into the La Plata County Fairgrounds exhibit hall this week to protest proposed new land use regulations that some called an illegal attempt to rob them of their personal property rights.
I've seen a proposal that is such an extreme example of big brotherism, excessive bureaucracy, rampant socialism, and the blatant taking of our property rights.
But the county commissioners, who remained stoic through the dozens of barbed comments, said many of the residents' concerns were based on misunderstandings and misrepresentation of the facts that had been passed along through the rumor mill and social media. The commissioners also admitted that the first draft they released for public comment late last year has a number of flaws that they're willing to change with the community's help.
When reviewing Modular 1, I found that we'd made some missteps in this code, and I think all of you know that we made some missteps. There were things that we should have caught big time that absolutely were missed. There was a push to get the code out, and I felt good about getting it out, but I think we could have saved a lot of heartburn for our community by heading off some of those things.
The La Plata County Commissioners launched the effort to rewrite the Land Use Code last fall. It will replace a document that was last updated during the late 1980s. La Plata County's population back then was a little more than 31,000 people, and the code primarily addressed small rural subdivisions. Since then, the population has grown by more than 65%, and the antiquated code has resulted in a land use approval process that is lengthy, expensive, and unpredictable in its outcomes. In fact, the commissioners and planning staff told the crowd that the most frequent complaints they receive are over unpredictability of the planning process.
My goal would be for a new code, and that would be a code that allows for development and predictability, and that most of all protects property rights and enhances property rights. That would be my very first goal.
The commissioners have proposed to enact zoning in the county to identify where low, medium, and high-density growth can occur. La Plata County is one of only 4 counties statewide that doesn't have zoning laws. Planning staff noted that many existing uses will remain the same or will be allowed to continue until landowners propose a significant change in land use. Public comments focused on restrictions imposed by regulations to preserve scenic corridors along select highways or rivers, restrictions on temporary storage containers, or gun use on private property. Other speakers opposed zoning and any government regulation whatsoever. Only a few speakers supported the commissioners' efforts to revise the code and the predictability it will provide to future land use changes.
Adams Valley was zoned by the residents of that valley before we moved out there. 1996, and I will tell you that the zoning process that went forward with that has benefited our residents and the people that live there. Certainly benefited me. It has not been bad for business. I heard some people comment last week, and I would urge you to put something in place where people can have predictability.
The new land use code will be released in 3 modules. Deadline to comment on the first module is Friday, January 26. Comments may be made directly online at co.laplata.co.us.